for this video, we will learn how to subtract decimals with regrouping. So we will be showing it using the place value this so that we can visualize it, and then afterwards I will show it using arithmetic. Now we have two equations to solve here, so let's start from the first one. Letter A, 1 5/10 minus 7/10. So just like in the earlier video, I said that subtraction is taking away or removing something to know what is left. So I will be showing the 1 whole and 5/10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we will be removing 7/10. Now taking a look at the tenths here, I only have 5/10. And there's no way that I can remove 7/10 from the 5/10. So what am I going to do? Oh, I remember that 1 whole is actually 10/10. So maybe I can regroup this 1 whole and form tenths from there. Exactly 10/10. Now, can I remove 7/10 now that I have 15/10 altogether? Yes, I can. So I will be removing 7/10 right now. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then count what I have left. So that would now be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8/10. Okay, so I have 8/10 left. Now using the arithmetic, I have here 1 5/10 minus 7/10. Okay, always align the place values. And let's now see 5/10 minus 7/10. Once again, I cannot subtract 7 from 5, so I will be regrouping. The 5 will now become 15/10 because I got 1 whole. Okay, the whole number will now be 0. So 15/10 minus 7/10 will give you 8/10. Okay, and since I regrouped here 0, I only have 0 in the ones place, so that will be 0. Alright, so that's how we do letter A. Let's now have letter B. For letter B, I have to remove 35 hundredths from 2 ones. So let me show you 2 ones first. 1, 2. And I have to remove 35 hundredths here, but I cannot see any hundredths nor tenths in my place values right here. So again, we can regroup. Okay, so for this one, I would only be using 1 ones first to see if I can subtract from there. So I will be regrouping 1 ones. 1 ones, as we know, can make how many tenths? 10/10. There you go. Now I can now remove the 3/10. But how about my hundredths? So removing the hundredths, I have to make 100. Okay, but how will I make that? If you remember, 1 ones is actually equal to 10. There, 1/10 is equal to 10 hundredths. Okay, so I can just regroup it right there. Now I have here 1 ones, 9/10, and then 10 hundredths, which is also equal to 2 wholes. I did not change anything, I just regrouped the values for us to be able to subtract. Now that I have this, I can now remove 35 hundredths. So starting from the hundreds place, removing 5 hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then moving to the tenths place, I will remove 3 tenths. That's 1, 2, 3, and let's just count what we have left. So we have 1 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 tenths, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 hundredths. Okay, and so if you want to solve it using arithmetic, just make sure that you will align the place values. We have here 2 ones minus 35 hundredths. So ones would be 0, and then 3 tenths, and then 5 hundredths. Okay, now if you're thinking, where will I subtract it? Well, remember that the 2 wholes here is actually equal to 200 hundredths, or you can just put 2 zeros as the placeholder. Okay, so 200 hundredths. Now knowing this, I can now regroup. Okay, so 0 hundredths minus 5, there's none there, so 0. I will be getting from the ones place, from the tenths place, but then again there's nothing on the tenths place, so I can get from the whole number. So the whole number will now be 1 whole here, and then that would be 10 at first, but then I have to get 1/10 from there to get my hundredths, so that would now be 9 tenths, and then the 1/10 that I regroup will become 10 hundredths. So subtracting it right now, that will be 10 minus 5 would be 5, and then 9 tenths minus 3 is 6, and then 1 minus 0 is 1. So there, we have the same answer, just like what we have in the place value disk. Okay, I hope this helps, and that's how we subtract decimals with